Hi, Gupreet. Thanks for sending in your next essays and your questions. I'll try and go through the questions in a minute for you. So this is about shop opening hours and to what extent do you agree or disagree, or would you agree with the development, support the development? So in this sophisticated world, very nice, more and more people are enthusiastic about, yeah, increasing their earnings, okay? Owing to this reason, the trend of opening shops until late uh, is increasingly becoming popular in many nations. You kind of need to link that with earnings, but okay. Although this phenomenon has a few shortcomings, I arguably consider that it is a positive overall approach, as this essay will demonstrate. Okay, fine. Increase their earnings. You might need to just give me a little bit more on that and explain what you mean. Increase their earnings by working longer hours or something, by working 24/7, or by embracing uh, an incredibly busy very busy lifestyle or something. I think it might need a little bit more to make the connection between earnings and shop opening hours. I know you will, but it's just a little bit doesn't quite link up for me there. Now, if you're going to have, on the other hand, here, you need to have on the one hand. So, on the one hand, were shopkeepers to extend their shop timings, it could disturb their work-life balance. Okay, it's a very nice complex sentence in here. Okay, so good effort on that one. Yes, okay, good. And to extend their shop times. So I was just thinking of whether we put that in a different way. It could disturb their work-life balance. Now, do we mean the shopkeepers or the people that work there? Or are we assuming that's the same? This is mainly due to the fact that the amount of quality time with family members and children would be significantly curtailed. Okay, you need would in the past because you've got this sentence coming up in the past as well. You need to follow that through. This is supported by recent evidence, good, carried out by the Tribune, in which it is claimed, it is just the newspaper, it is claimed that divorce rates rose by 30% in 2018 as shopkeepers or small businessmen opened their shops 12 to 16 hours daily, which, yes, weakened their family bonds. Yeah, really nice. Which had a detrimental effect on, is the other one you could say, their family bond. Just bond, not bonding. Thus, it's substantially clear that by extending work time, okay, a lengthening working day or lengthening, it's not really work time, it's actually shop hours. By opening early and closing late, you could say. Oh, you've got detrimental. Sorry, forgive me. It has a detrimental effect on private life. Okay. By extending work time. Oh, okay, let's go. The extension of hours from early morning till late at night tends to have a detrimental effect on personal life. Okay, nice paragraph there. I like your complex sentences. You've developed it really nicely. That's looking good. On the other hand, although stretching the stop time bestows numerous benefits, okay, you're working very hard on paraphrasing, and I really love that, but I would just say, just make it simpler. Although this development or this trend, yeah, bestows, don't put upon. Bestows is a very old-fashioned word. Upon is very old-fashioned. Okay, you could have creates or numerous benefits for businessmen and customers. The prime one is it boosts the financial status of employers. Okay, yes, since shops open for longer hours, the number of clients, okay, as shops open for longer, comma, the number of clients increases, thereby escalating the profit or income of shop managers. Yeah. Yeah, the number of clients, okay, or the opportunity for clients to shop increases as well. So escalating, this is nice. Escalating the income of shop managers is really nice. A secondary advantage, or furthermore, an additional advantage is that this provides flexibility to shop. Yeah, this is the point as well, isn't it? Meaning that corporate employees working from 9 to 5 could not shop previously, but now it's become convenient them to shop after office hours. Good. Okay, it's a complicated sentence, isn't it, this? And I know you're trying to get your ideas across, which you're doing, sometimes with too many words, where you can maybe just cut down the amount of words and avoid the sort of, maybe you could make nouns into verbs, verbs into nouns, just to kind of clean it up a bit. Therefore, it's conclusively true that if shop time is increased, it will be advantageous for everyone. Okay, so these changes, yes. Okay, conclusively if shop time is increased, it will be advantageous for everyone. So you mean the consumers and the shop employees as well. Okay, good. All right. So again, I like that paragraph. You've got, you've made a nice contrast argument in there. You've given me an example, which I think is good. You give me 2 points there, and your conclusion, okay, your final sentence. So in conclusion, while I understand that opening stores for longer durations, good, that's lovely, can have some possible adverse effects on family relationships, I think it... now, you think that word exists. I'm really sorry. I don't... It's not a word I've ever heard before. And it's not a word that we would use naturally in English. So I'm just going to do this. Now, you might be able to see here, this is what it's giving me in terms of an alternative. Behooves or befits. Befits you might have. It befits us to maintain the balance between personal and professional life. Yes, okay. It enables us, I think, is maybe a bit more natural. Us to maintain a balance between personal and professional life. Yes, if we were able to do so, it would be a win-win situation with customers as well as business people. Okay, yes, and you've ended up with a conditional here, which is nice. So this is your prediction. Win-win, not very academic, but you know I'll give it to you because it's a bit unusual, and you've used it in absolutely the right context. Okay, so there's lots of good stuff in here. This is a little bit more clear to follow than your essay before. You are making a massive effort at following the examples, and I hope you feel it's getting a bit easier for you because it's definitely looking better, which is really good. So let me just go through some of these questions. Can you write a question? You can. Is it beneficial? Yes, you can. You can. I mean, I don't see it very often, which makes me cautious, but you could do it. I feel don't try and take too many risks. I kind of feel you want to take risks, and I'd rather you are absolutely happy on the basics before you start taking risks. It's you know, you don't need to, would be my advice. So you can if you want to, but you don't need to. Behoves. I disagree with that one. I wouldn't use it. Is it used here? Trigger. Yes, but it's too informal, so I would avoid that. Is it correct from the parents should tuition fees? Yes. Tuition fees, which would be curtailed, would be even better. So fees is plural, and then which would be curtailed, or will be curtailed. Yes. Yeah, both parents instead there. Yes, that's a lot better. Yeah. Yes, very nice. Yes, very nice. And the corrections all look fine. I read through those before. They look very nice. Well done doing that. That makes a big difference. Formal complaint. Okay, your restaurant. This is always quite fun to write because you can be very angry, can't you? Content issue impressed my strong dissatisfaction regarding my last visit to your restaurant. Although I have visited your hotel several times and was quite satisfied, and am normally quite satisfied. So very nice use of tenses, totally correct. I'm normally quite satisfied with the services. My last and most recent visit on October the 23rd was a horrible experience. Okay. was the occasion of my parents' wedding anniversary, and I had reserved. So you're showing off your past tenses, which are lovely. Go for the past perfect here. I had reserved a table for 5 people nearly a week before, but when reaching there, I was told to wait for 2 hours. Moreover, so this is excellent, absolutely lovely. Moreover, I particularly requested, you could say, an eggless cake, but was offered a non-vegetarian cake, which is not acceptable at any cost. Yes, due to my mother's allergies. Let's go for it here. Additionally, not only was the quality of food poor, but the quantity was inadequate, and it seemed to me that it was stale. Okay. I was very disappointed as this was an auspicious moment for my family. Okay. Auspicious, I'm a little bit worried that sometimes we use that negatively in English rather than positively, and obviously you want positive. So auspicious, I feel, has a slightly negative connotation. So that's a sort of meaning within a meaning. So I would simply say this special moment or special family moment, and owing to the unprofessionalism of your team, it was completely ruined. That adverb has to go before then. I want a full refund of my money, otherwise I will resort to take legal action against you. That's very, very strong. Well, let's go. I request a full refund is slightly more polite. I know you've got to be firm, but that's so rude. I request a full refund of my money, otherwise I will consider, I will resort to taking legal action against you. Okay. Now, don't go regardless. That's too informal, given you've written such a grumpy letter. So you need to have, how did you start? Dear sir, you need to have yours faithfully as your ending. Okay. Make sure you get your beginning and your ending absolutely right on these essays, because this is your letters. This is something the examiner will definitely look at. So I think this is a very good task. You've done that really, really nicely. You've answered all the points in the brief. You have made it, it's exactly the right kind of tone. You've got nice examples in there. So I think you've done that really, really well. Keep on going. Thank you.